welcome back everybody. Happy New Year. FSB Racing Live. We're back on the air for the Winston Cup series. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, with, as always, my partner in the booth, just back from his role as Father Time, Milt Jr.
Yeah! Season 36? Are you kidding me?
I am not.
Are you kidding me?
This game has stood the test of time, has made it into... It has now spanned 3 decades. This sim has spanned 3 decades. The 2000s, the 2010s, and now the 20s. Yes, I know, the decades start on the 1. Shut up, I'm calling it a new decade. So yeah, that's some staying power in the digital world. And FSB is right up there with it, because they were here from the start. NASCAR 2003, founded by Jim Ray and company, and again, what he started and what Papyrus started, still going strong. And the Winston Cup series still going strong, as well as we have a packed field out there at Gateway Speedway tonight. Now, this is a great track. I was telling Milty it drives like Darlington and Rockingham had a baby. You use a little bit of brake getting in, float the middle, and nice and smooth off. Tire management, fuel management could all come into play tonight, depending how things fall. And yeah, so like I said, lots of studs in the field. Might as well get through the starting grid right now. Jim Gately on the pole. The Professor, Slim Jim, in that 23 machine. 91 of Ken Shea is coming back tonight in the Super B. See if we can find some of these guys out there. I just saw the Super B. Got a quick glimpse of it.
Gigi.
It must have been Mark DeSenza. Jordan McGregor in the number 30. New paint this year. See if we can find him too. He's got a
Very
Folgers.
Nice. Folgers, my favorite.
Folgers number 30.
That'll make your sticker bigger.
Gotta get the multi counter started. Yeah, I remember when Tim Richmond was sponsored by it. He showed up all hungover to a press event for Folgers, and like, well, if this stuff can wake me up, it can wake anybody up. So yeah, Jordan McGregor starts 3rd. The Rocket, Mark DeSenza in the 3 car, starts 4th. Matt Watkins, number 35. The GOAT, the defending champion. It's the 35 car in the 5th spot. What do you say? There's about 500 or so easily. Maybe like 1,000 wins just in the top 5 there here at FSB.
It's the who's who.
I know Watkins has got like 300 all on his own.
Yeah,
Dave Jandry in 6.
Me.
Dave Jandry in 6. Pops Margison in the 99 Scotch Blue Ford Thunderbird. Starts at 7th. Bill Yarborough, Rick Johnson, and Jeff Hale rounding out your top 10. Again, a couple hot shoes there. 3 in a row, really. Bill Yarborough, Rick Johnson, Jeff Hale. Look for them all to make some noise tonight. Steve Weber starts at 11th. T.G. Reese, Will Farmer, Joe Weaver, Rick Castle round out your top 15. Dan Irvine probably isn't happy with that qualifying run, but I think he'll rally, get the handle on this track. He starts the 27 car in 16th spot. There we do have the 91 and the 30 we were talking about before. Pulling onto pit road. And we have the grid with the FSB pace car waiting for the field to start the race. Real quickly run through the rest of our starting order here. Bob Dixon, Rick Bisconner, Ed Fowler, John the Dog Palmer, Brad Otto, Dave Simons, Johnny Doucette taking the provisional, as well as Guy Pitra, series admin Ryan Johnson in the 59 car, and Ken Hansen also starting shotgun on the field here, along with Chet Barkin and Jeff Habek. Jeff's also in some new paint this season. Someone went and did him up a Coast Guard car. Wonder who did that.
Paint Central.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Look at those beautiful cars. Well, what I'm seeing here right now is I'm seeing some serious. Going to worry about getting in and out of the pits here, and it's going to be a lot of 2 wide racing. Hold your line. Let the tires warm up. It's a big field here. Wow, the announcer there, he's
Not
goofy.
very confident.
No,
I feel him.
don't be scared, son. Come on. We won't bite you.
It can be
But this
intimidating.
track will bite you, and so will the other cars around it. And this is time you got to get, it's time to knock the rust off. Nice holiday, ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. It's time to go racing, boys. What do you got? Look at this talent throughout the entire field. I mean, winners, champions, all throughout the entire field. Veterans. Yeah, I'd like to see these guys be very careful. I'm sure they talked about this in the driving meeting. Let's get going. Cautions can breed cautions, and let's get it to that first pit stop.
This track's got some nice camera angles that I hope to have some fun with tonight. As pace car is off and Slim Jim Gately leads them to the green to start the 2020 Winston Cup season officially.
Oh, and the 91 does not get going, and he gets bumped in the rear by the 3. And it's no harm, no foul, but that was a hard lick.
That was
Hopefully
a good...
no damage on Mark DeCenza. Mark had nowhere to go. The 91 of Kent Shea did not get going. Matt Watkins slides up in there to third place. And is trying to put the pressure. Did the 91 lose a gear or what?
I don't know if he just spun the tires or maybe he forgot to shift out of fourth.
I don't know if these guys are starting at second or first, but wow. That is very unlike the 91, but no harm, no foul, and now he's going.
I'm pretty sure we
get his stander up too a little bit.
Pretty sure we started in first gear on Tuesday. I ran it in the chicken run, but we went green the whole way, so I don't remember any restarts on that.
Slim Jim Gately does what he does from pole, and that is lead like a stud. Step yourself into a Slim Jim. Downshifting in the corners here. That's the smoothness. That's where the speed is, and the timing, and ease it off and downshifting into third gear there. That's kind of road racing technique.
Yeah, I don't recommend doing that all day here, and we do have caution on the track. And those caution lights look almost red. Kind of weird.
Well, Johnny Rutherford and the pace car's moving awful slow there. Come on. Come on, Johnny. Get that thing going.
Speaking of Johnny, I think it might have been Johnny Doucette. I'm still finding the incident here on camera too. Nope. No, he just happened to be at the back anyway.
Yeah, that's kind of a blood red orange. Very unique here at the Gateway JS night.
Alright, so here we got it. The 12 car, Joe Weaver getting into turn 1, looking underneath the 27 of Dan Irvine. Just tried to pinch it down a little too hard. Maybe a little too much brake. Loops it around. Collects the O2. That probably shouldn't hurt Dave Simons too bad. Shouldn't hurt Joe Weaver's either.
Cars down pit road early. Even cars not involved.
Other than having to account for the tire wear from the spin, I think the 12 car should also be okay. So that was probably just a lot of smoke, but no real damage to anybody in that incident.
Good job of Johnny Doucette slowing down, seeing smoke, hitting the brakes, and came to a complete stop and got no damage there. Good driving there. It's not so easy on these tracks. Yeah, I mean, you got that A post in the way, and you got to kind of, like my dad always used to say, What do you look at? As far as you can see. That's what you look at when you're in a race car. You don't look at your nose. You look as far as you can see at all times. Everything else is peripheral vision.
Yeah, absolutely. You look where you want to go, not where you are.
Exactly. Some cars pitting, not even involved in that, just in the back. Might as well get fuel and maybe even tires. I didn't check to see, but
You see, Jeff Hale has pulled out the junkyard car tonight. See him there, center of your screen.
Look at all these studs. I mean, these guys brought fear into my heart in my FSB days. All of these names out here. Clutching.
Well, I think you got the better of them a couple times here and there.
Yeah, about 210 times, I think.
Give or take.
Yeah, somewhere around there, 208. I don't know, something. Not that I'm keep track.
I only keep track so I can hold it over Sam. No other reason. We had when Sam was compiling the history page and had everybody's wins compiled up, he found that we were tied at that point. And I just said that won't do. So I had to go on a mission to pass Sam, and then he stopped racing, and I got so far ahead of him. He's Sammy, I know you're listening. You gotta get in the car. You gotta start finishing some races, bud. I'm putting some serious daylight on you, buddy.
Absolutely, Sam. I'm looking at this paint here, Jeff Hale. I'm really liking this. Kiss my, and then there's a donkey on the kiss my ass.
Donkey Bop?
Donkey Bop. I like that. And he is clutching, as all these veterans, saving fuel.
Yeah, you can make this a one-stop race.
Look at the front there. I mean, you can see inside the motor. And the grill looks ghostly with the flag on the front there. Evil looking, man. I dig it. I dig it. That grill's like ghostly. I don't know. That's Rust Bucket on steroids right there. And he's all over somebody he knows real well, the 52, Rich Johnson. These guys are pumped, dude. I'm telling you, I know I've raced against to show up and see all these guys, and I mean they're just seriously wanting to win this race real bad.
We'll take the restart on board Ken Shea here and get a look around this unique little track. Looks like Jordan McGregor's going to get a run on the outside there. And Slim Jim holding his ground into turn one.
Ryan Johnson gets past the 143 of Bob Dixon. Bob taking it easy early. What I would be doing. Stay in line, stay in the draft. Feel this bad boy out. Dave Simons, just a little bit of contact there, going on the outside, which he did a great job too, slowing down. he just couldn't miss the car sliding up into him.
You see, McGregor and Gately are just not relenting here. They both know how hard it is to pass. Neither one of them wants to surrender this lead.
Well, this is what we want to see side by side, and how that's going to work. That outside line is still hanging for McGregor.
And it looks like Slim will take the position, reassert his lead and control of the race. But that was a pretty solid challenge on the outside there from the 30 car. Look for more of that as the night goes on and as tires wear on.
Whoa! Great battle here with the 143 and the 02. Guy Pitcher taking a look. The 02 stays up high and gets a good run. That outside line has really got some moxie. But meanwhile, Pitcher backed off, and then Giuseppe got by him.
Meanwhile, the 02,
Really
the
struggling
143,
is the 9.
they're all working around the 31 car, Brad Otto. Still,
it's a 1.25 mile track.
So it's about the size of Darlington.
So what are we looking at as far as tire wear here? It's not as bad as Darlington, is it?
And the tire wear is not as bad as Darlington, but it's about the size. Now, as far as tire wear, I can tell you on the 40-lap chicken runs, they almost went 3 wide there with the 143.58 and the 31. I got 39.25 laps out of my right front tire before it blew in turn 2 on the white flag lap on Tuesday. So,
well, that sucks for you.
Yeah, it sure does. And Dennis Chambers,
my gosh.
Dennis Chambers got around me and took the win there, and he managed to make his tires last the full 40. So you can go 40 on fuel and tires if you save from the drop. And that would make it a one-stop race. I think that's what these guys are shooting for. They were using that caution to help them.
Dave Jandry solidly in 4th. Sponsored by Samsung and Jolt Cola. That'll definitely get your sticker to Pecker. Get a Jolt. Chrysler. Well, good to see Chrysler back at FSB.
I'm starting to say
solidly in 4th place there.
Starting to say before Slim Jim Gately, our leader here, wanted to say hello to his neighbors, Billy and Crystal Mello, and Billy's brother Gene Carpenter, hopefully watching us tonight. He says his neighbor Billy's not doing so good, and I just wanted to say send a greeting out to him. And I told Slim to go win this one for Billy, so hopefully, hopefully they get a good show.
Yep.
Yeah, I see the smoke. I don't see the caution. We do have the caution out.
Right. Caution is out.
I think it may have involved... Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, I found it. You see back here, this group of cars are already watching battle. Looks like... I don't know if Johnny Doucette got help there, or if he just lost it under the throttle. That's one of the reasons I don't like shifting here, by the way, is you can jump the rear end out.
Yeah, if you let the clutch out, too.
Yeah.
Or don't give it a little gas. Get you loose. Ooh, hard leg. Everybody down pit road now.
Get a better look here. He had a little help. That was definitely a little bit of help, but it could have also been caused by shifting, causing him to get a little out of shape and getting that gap to close up on him. Either way, the net result is 59 is around and noses into the wall pretty hard. Fortunately, the aerodynamics aren't super important here, but that's not going to help. As you noted, absolutely everybody's going to hit pit road now. Oh, wow.
I don't know
27
if we
car.
got 2 tires for it. We got chaos, that's for sure.
There is no way the
Coming down
27
pit
did not
road.
take 2.
There would be no reason to, so yeah, definitely everybody 4 tires, just close quarters.
No, I'm saying there's no way he didn't take 2.
Oh, okay.
Because he came in 14th and he's coming out second. He had to.
These other cars, I'm not sure. Still cars going down pit road. Red Auto and Johnny Doucette. Dog staying out.
Yeah, Dog's
Could
gonna
get the
stay
lead
out.
here.
Gonna give himself a Dave Marcus point. Red Auto picked one up last lap.
And he gets a point. Good job for the team, the Black Cats.
Are you kidding? So, first today it's Neil Peart, the drummer from Rush, passing away. Now, Buddy Ryan, former Eagles head coach and just a kind of an NFL legend as well.
Who?
Just passed away. Buddy Ryan.
Wow. Yeah, he was remembering punching the offensive coordinator. Chuck and Duck, I'll show you Chuck and Duck.
He was he was a fiery one.
Well, his 2 sons coach in the NFL, you know.
Yep.
Rex and brother Rob.
And see, Dog will come in this time by and get some service on that AMC.
Yeah, I was gonna let's see here. He sent me this video of his Black Cats here. And I don't think I'll ever hear this song the same again.
Looks like the 101 of Jeff Havoc missed the grid. I'm the man in the box.
Meow, 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 meow. The cat in the box.
Hey, yep. All cats love boxes.
Enough of that, but my daughter loved that, that's for sure.
That's great.
I'm the cat in the box. And we'll leave it at that,
because we all know the story, you know, it's tales old as time. Cats love boxes.
Yeah, it's a good time for me real quick to step away and hit the little green porta potty. I'll be right back.
Just in time for the FSB pace car to duck off and Slim Jim Gately to lead us back to green once again with the 27 of Dan Irvine right behind him in second place. Third place, Ken Shea also picked up a spot on those pit stops, relegating Jordan McGregor to fourth. 51 of Dave Jandry up to fifth spot in that Chrysler. Oh, Irvine's looking racy. Going into one here, he knows he needs to make the move early to get around. But with those 2 tires, I don't know. It's gonna have 20 lap left side tires and fresh right sides. Oh, he just does not hold it into 3 there. Loses a ton of ground. Jordan McGregor already around the 91. Working on the 27 now. Meanwhile, back in the field, we got the 59, Brian Johnson, working on the 68 of Chet Barkin. Also side by side, 31 and 151. It looked like Dog was about to go side by side with Johnny Doucette. Good measure.
We got the 151 of Guy Pitra, a longtime admin and member here. Had some computer issues and some back surgery lately, but he's back in the car and running solid there in 24th. You see the slight disparity of speed here, and trying to get track position is a huge deal here because these cars are all staying together. It's just passing is see what happens here. Ryan Johnson taking down a look at Joe Weaver side by side.
With this broken down into a 60-lap race, effectively, I would break it into 2 30-lap runs. Just run hard. Forget about saving. And I think you're going to see the wick turned up here, as everybody knows. It's one stop for everybody, no matter what.
Yeah, and just personally, if downshifting was faster, I would take the risk. Risk the tranny. I mean, you got to go for it.
Yeah, I don't like shifting on an oval if I don't have to.
True that. That's the thing Rick Johnson used to tell me all the time when he was my teammate.
Yeah, it just risks that 4th gear, and man, that's just the one gear you can't lose.
Mr. Bojangles taking a look there.
Steve Weber opening the door for him.
Gets by the 99 of Pops Marguson. Mr. Bojangles dance.
Good to see Ed Fowler back out there in that Bojangles
absolutely.
machine. Yeah, Ed Fowler retired from many years of law enforcement out there in Missouri. Well, not too far from.
Thank you for your service.
And then he got busy. So he actually raced less after he retired so far. But
enjoying
it's good
some
to see
life,
him back.
man.
Yeah, really. Well, he also flies. He teaches firearms, shooting training, safety, I guess, as well.
Steve Weber up ahead of him won the last race of the season, which I bailed out at the end there. Apologize. Had a important phone call from my kid. Had to take that, and life before fun, I guess. But
absolutely,
it's great to see him, the former Winston Cup champion, get a win in the last race of the season and whip some of the guys that with his. I mean, that's why he's a champion. He's just.
All right, we got caution on the track. Smoke in turns 1 and 2.
That's going to change this pit stop stuff.
And not a whole lot. I'd say you run even harder. At this point, you still can't make it to the end, so.
But do you get tires now? Got to get tires, no?
I mean, you can see Dan Irvine was starting to go backwards. So,
yeah, everybody down pit road, the leaders.
Yeah, Yoshi Link checking in the chat there.
What's up?
Probably cheering for Phil Warmer, Will Farmer.
Yeah, I think.
Just a hunch. It looks like the 53 of TG Reese is going to stay out. At the very least, get himself a bonus point here.
Focusing in on your leader, Slim Jim Gately. Gordon McGregor, tough, dominating Trans Am last year. This is a track a road racer should do well at, and he's showing up. Ken the veteran, has to get around because he qualified second. Still nice Nice job there, but we'll see how that pit crew does for the Bumblebee team.
Meanwhile, I see it was just Joe Weaver.
McGregor out first. Oh, and they cross the line. It's still Slim Jim Gately.
And you see the cause of our caution here. The 12 Joe Weaver going around in that motorcraft Ford, collecting fellow Ford stablemate, the 151, Guy Pitra.
That's twice. He spun like three-quarter in the three-quarter mark of the corner. Just wondering if he's downshifting really late there or
I think that's
trying
what
to get
it
on
is.
the gas. I'm noticing the other guys are downshifting about the center of the corner, halfway.
Yeah, you want to downshift when it sets, not when you're trying to launch.
When it sits, and also when the revs are down low, so you don't get the rear tires locking up. That's the same kind of spin he had the last time. This ain't easy, folks.
Either way, that is. It appears that he has retired under the standing FSB 2-incident rule. He caused 2 incidents. Got to park it, and so he'll just try again next week. Really nothing to be too ashamed of. It's not an easy track.
Heck no.
And yeah, just
I got my
take your
butt
lumps.
whipped here years ago, I think, in Waylands.
Heck, I 2-NC'd myself out of the super speedway race for the first time in like ages on Tuesday. I hit 2 people coming into the pits, 2 consecutive pit stops. Yeah, sometimes shaking the rust off ain't easy. Yep. Four-time Super Speedway Series champion. Looked like an idiot out there.
Well, last season we had guys kind of jumping up in the broadcast booth. Right now, it's the first race season. Everybody seems really serious. I thought about maybe trying to grab somebody, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave everybody alone here.
Yeah, I can tell you, Tuesday night when we ran here in the chicken run, that was the quietest I ever heard a race because everybody was. I think
these guys are really serious right now. Yeah. It's first race of the season.
This track requires a lot of concentration, so I don't blame them. It looks like the lights are out on the FSB. Yeah, Firebird pace car. Let's call it a Corvette out of habit.
Firebird.
Firebird with lights.
You know, my dad was the first guy to win a Trans Am race.
In a Trans Am?
In a Trans Am.
Nice.
Google it, baby.
That would be Milt Minter Sr.
Yes.
You can't figure it out.
Speaking of Filmer, let's see where he's at here. Running solid and clean.
Well, he's got that one. I think he's got a.
Back in 16th.
Meanwhile, we got the 59 and the 99 and the 108. All 3 of them stayed out. They either stayed out or took 2. Well, I'm pretty sure Pop stayed out. Not sure about Ryan. And they've gotten themselves to the front here. I'm going to take this restart with 50 laps to go. Pace car makes a sharp turn in there. Man, yeah, that pace car has got to be careful not to spear that wall with that route he takes. And, Pops will lead us back to green.
There, man. Yeah.
Chicane to keep things interesting for him. They're back under green.
Dog staying out there with rolling the dice there.
Oh, and he pushes up he is pushing way up. Jordan McGregor got it. McGregor had the tiptoe.
So oh, and a little contact from the 91, just barely. Great job by McGregor. That could have been disastrous. Dog was trying to hold on to it, but great driving by the 30 car there. He could have, but he lost a ton of spots by doing the right thing. You know, he had to get out of it, and he tried, but he had to stay backed out. And
yeah, his car shouldn't be hurt from that.
Right there. This guy's got some real skills. You know, sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. He was the nail there, and He handled it. Now he wants to get going, but no, and he turns the 108.
Everybody's still
and
going,
he
though.
keeps going, though. But that's hard contact for the 108. Great save. He obviously wants by.
Yeah. He was trying to bump him down the backstretch, and it just didn't work. No, I think that was just
I feel he's getting freight trained and frustrated.
I'm pretty sure that was just an attempted bump draft down the backstretch.
Yeah. He didn't do that on purpose. But
for one
just
thing,
compounds the,
For one thing, at that spot with that little gap in the wall, that could have gone real bad.
It could have.
Meanwhile, there's a name we haven't said much since the lead in there, Matt Watkins, working his way up there in that Back to the Future.
That's what he
35 DeLorean. Oh no! Dog off the wall catches.
Back, and I think it's DeCenza. Oh, the 83's rolling and barrel rolling.
Webb's flipping down the front stretch.
Oh my gosh, the big cactus. It's blowing chunks on the back straight. Front straight. And he's still going backwards. He's doing Joey Chitwood.
He's just waiting for people to go by so he can bootlegger turn that. Oh, that engine has expired.
That thing's on fire, and he's still going. Good thing it's not real.
Meanwhile, the leaders coming back to the caution have to dodge.
Oh my God!
Cars in the front stretch.
He's on fire. That's it for the 83, I think.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's terminal. That is a lot of smoke.
I think we might have to get him up here, because I want to hear him talk a little bit about his win last year. We'll see what happens, but he's going to have to get out of that thing. Come on, son. Meanwhile, if you can figure out all the action here.
Well, also I can figure out which button to push on my darn Stream Deck. All right. So there we got the dog and the 108 on the outside, the 3 of Mark DeCenza on the inside. And they come off. Looks like turn 3 here. Dog catches the wall. Catches the 3, and then it's on from there. I did not see how Webb got flipped, though. Let's back that up a little further. Oh, I see now. So Webb comes along, well, this is already underway. He's trying to miss those, so he gets hit from the 05, not much 05 could do there, and then T-boned squarely in the door by the 02, and that just sent him tumbling down the front stretch. So Simons is going to have some serious damage, as well as the 83. Looks like on board of Rick Bisconner should be an interesting ride.
Oh boy, yeah. I just got on the radio with Steve there, and he's laughing and choking.
Let's see what.
At the same time.
Here we'll see what the 109 Rick Bisconner. Wow! Where did? I cannot believe he got through that. You got to see that again, folks.
All right, yeah, I'm watching right now.
I'm gonna play that back in slow motion. Look at
this. You can't see nothing. Oh,
he can't see a thing.
Oh.
He can't see a thing. All of a sudden, whoa! Where'd dog come from? That actually got him slightly up in the air. Then he comes out, sees Webb flipping down the front stretch. Has to figure out where the 83 is gonna end up. Let's see. Rick's got it under control. He's down to 60 miles per hour, 50, down to a standstill. Rolling through here, doing the right thing again. That was a wild ride.
Well, track position is huge here, and action is not. We're not missing any action, and we're still not even at the halfway point. Steve Weber out of that car. He said he's going to join us in a little while.
After he figures out which way is up and which way is
yeah,
down.
exactly. So I asked him if he'd come up and talk to us a little bit about his wreck and about his last win there at the end of the season there.
Pulling off that Talladega win, I believe.
Yep.
And the season-ending doubleheader last December. We had 2 makeup races to make, so we did them both in one night. That was a real fun night. Great way to close out the year.
Meanwhile, Slim Jim Gately patiently, he was back like in 5th there for a while. He's back up in front, and Bumblebee right behind him there. Dense J.
Yeah, Slim can't be fazed by any kind of little setback like that. But I
And
think
who-
what should
Mama?
give him, you got it.
Who's
You know
that?
what I'm.
Who is that guy in 3rd? Oh no!
Never mind 3rd. Look at 4th.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I was gonna say what might have Slim's attention
You think?
are the 52 and the 35 in his rearview mirror.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that's not quite the tune, but we get it.
We're not hunting coffee here. This is a great white. 20-footer.
So as noted, Slim Jim Gately is your leader, Ken Shea 2nd, Rick Johnson 3rd, Matt Watkins 4th, Rick Castle having a solid quiet run tonight there in 5th place rather, 124. He just keeps getting better and better as his time
he's
here at
always
FSB goes on.
Just professional. And straight out of the in-care center
Oh,
from
jeez.
smoke inhalation is Steve Weber.
Not the type of smoke he's used to inhaling.
Boy, he caught me just perfect just to make that thing roll like that. I went and looked at it.
We are back under green. Slim Jim leads them to the stripe.
Well, Steve, man, it was a great run, and then you're done, bro. You know?
Yeah, seriously, now I want to know, did Dave shout 4 before he launched you like that?
Boy, he did that. That was a punt there, man. Boom.
It split the uprights. It's good. 3 points.
Yeah, he didn't have anywhere to go either. I
No,
looked
he
at it.
had. When you go back and watch the race replay, the broadcast, you gotta watch where we went on board with Rick Bisconner. He's just coming along. He's on the brakes, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, from a smoke cloud appears Dog, and I don't know how he missed him.
Jeez.
Well, you know, obviously, Monsoon teammate, you got a stud fest team in there, and now they're out there going to try to avenge you. And that Matt Watkins got something for that 52 or that
I think he does.
23?
I think he does. Matt always has something for somebody.
Yeah, Matt
he
will say,
does.
"Oh, I just can't get a handle on this track," as he gets smaller and smaller in your windshield. So.
Oh yeah, he was saying, I'm shifting. No, I'm not shifting. I tried shifting, don't work. Okay, I'm going back shifting again. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't recommend shifting, and we are again under yellow.
So, you know, I mean, how did it feel last year being solid all year and pulling that rabbit out of the hat and getting the victory in the last race of the season? That had to be really fulfilling for you to end the season and looking forward to this season.
Oh yeah, that was awesome, and that was actually my first Friday broadcast win too.
Yeah, even though you are a Winston Cup champion, you didn't win a race that year.
Nope.
When you were champion. So to get that win, and I know how hard those are to get. I don't even think I have one, you know.
Yeah, I think that season
With the road
Kerstetter
race?
and DeSenza won all the races, but didn't show up for all of them. And Steve was there, happily taking third from those guys every week.
You know, championship is a championship. Nobody cares.
Exactly.
I'm holding the trophy, baby. I
Exactly.
could say that about every one of the trophies that I got. If somebody else would have showed up, I wouldn't have won it, you know. That's
Yeah,
awesome, man.
Yeah, I got a bunch of trophies here too, but they're getting kind of old and dusty now. I got to get some new ones.
About time, yeah.
Oh, get up on the wheel, man.
I was.
Yeah.
You were until the wheel was up on you.
I was on the seat. I was in the back seat, I think.
Webb's again. He's a champion. He's an admin here. We love everything you do, buddy, and hopefully get some better luck going as the season moves on. We got Karen Hansen checking in on Ken. Ken's currently slotted in. Where is he? Oh, he's shown in the 20th spot right now. Is that accurate?
Hanson?
Is that accurate? Or did my counter freeze again?
Oh, we got Karen Hansen.
Yeah, he's 20th spot.
In the house, and Mutt 377.
Yeah, Mutt 377.
Thanks for the props, bro.
Yeah, a new follower I picked up while we were off the air. I finally log in after taking the holidays off, and I saw like 4 or 5 new subscribers. So, thanks for checking us out, Mutt. Hopefully you're enjoying this. We do this every Friday night, and of course you're welcome to join us. Just come on over fsbracing.com if you're interested. We take all clean drivers. You know, if you have the willingness to learn, that's all that matters.
Buy the game, and you're cool.
Yeah, get the game.
Pretty much all it needs to be.
Have good sportsmanship. That's what we're all about, and hopefully we can get some green thoughts here.
I think we
green
will.
To the finish. Because if we can do this, man, someone might be able to top off right now and steal it.
Yeah, we just went past halfway, didn't we? Yeah.
We're about to roll up on it.
We see pit stops, so that changes the running order here. Slim was in the lead. Now we got cars staying out, and cars that have pitted. We got Jordan McGregor up in front there, and DG Reese and the Skull Bandit. Ding!
My notes say that you can go 36 on a tank.
Oh, I went 40.
Yeah.
So I went 40. My right front went 39
but I don't know
quarter.
about the tires only because
There's no way you could clutch here, Steve. Huh?
Oh, yes, there is.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I did it.
That's more skill than I got.
I did it on Tuesday. Like I said, my right front tire lasted 39 and a quarter laps.
Real early, right?
Yeah, I missed Tuesday race. That kind of ticked me off, but I had things to do, and I moved my whole rig back to where it started. I'm back in the family room again now, and I'm not 3 feet up in the air, so.
That logistics makes a huge, when you build a rig and race, your line of sight, your comfort zone, that makes, if you're driving like a school bus, you're not going to.
Yeah.
You know, like back when we started, we were, when I started, I was driving on a thinking folding chair, till it broke and everybody laughed at me because they're like, what happened? I fell on the ground. But I'll be right back. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
Yeah, it took me all week to move everything around again, and now about 80% put back together. So this is kind of just a race to see, making sure everything was working here too.
Oh, sweet, and the pace car is off. We're going back to green here with with Jordan McGregor back in the lead, I think, or is he tail end?
Yep, no, he's leading.
All right, so the counter has to update again. I guess all those cars topped off.
Yeah, we're showing lap 44, now 45.
The whole ticker froze. Gosh darn it. Woo! Some cars looking squirrely in the back of the pack. Looks like they'll straighten it out and keep it going, though.
Yeah, Slim's running an 8th right now.
Yeah, the ticker froze right on that caution.
Well, I got mine up live right now, so if you need to know, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt surgery, which crashes NR 2003 on my main screen 90% of the time I try it, but that's why I have 2.
DG Reese going backwards there. Ding.
Yeah, he stayed out, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you know, tires are definitely an issue. How about Dan Irvine up to P3 there in the Millard car? He's been battling all night. You know he's got what it takes here. And, of course, Bill Yarborough, you know, I mean, guy is the picture of consistency, and he's consistently always runs in the top 5. And there he is again.
Another teamie.
Absolutely. And that's so cool. All you guys are kind of back together, man. It's like a high school reunion almost.
Yeah, it is.
You guys were teammates years and years ago. FSB's been around, what, 17 years, I think? I can't
That's
even.
as old as the game, so.
Yeah. And to see you guys all back together and still racing strong and BSing, and that's just such cool stuff, man, you know?
Yeah, Matt and I have been together, I think. Oh, Ryan.
Looks like he's still going.
Yeah, Matt and I have been, I think, 16 years now we've been racing together.
It's just awesome, you know? Friendships, fellowship, and hard racing, skilled racing, professional racing. A great combination here. The passion for loving what you do. Speaking of a couple old guys that have raced each other a few times, they got Pops and Guy Pitra battling. Oh, Guy gets on the brakes hard, but nice save there.
And Matt Watkins smoked the brakes going into one that time by, too, as he rides behind the 52.
We
of
get
Rick
some
Johnson.
green flag run here. We're going to start to see the men from the boys here, you know. One thing, track position and running on fresh tires. Right now, McGregor's, you know, pacing the field here.
Yeah, he's moving.
Yeah, but how long can he keep that up? Because he's got the older tires. He stayed out.
Exactly.
Can he make it on fuel? Can he make it on tires? Or is he counting on another caution? You know, it wouldn't be crazy of him to play for that, to get the track position and hope that there'll be a caution about halfway through the run, in which case everybody would pit.
And he can get another cup of coffee.
Exactly. Oh, the 29 of Jeff Hale's turned by Ken Shea, 23.
Back of the 91. Hard lick for Jeff Hale
and Slim Jim.
Oh, beat up in the back there. Just saw the smoke. Didn't see. Okay, now. Oh, somebody got some help there. Oh, hard lick by Jeff Hale.
Yeah, he's gone. He retired.
He gone. That was a move. Wow.
Yeah, I think he wrecked about as hard as you can wreck at this track.
Absolutely.
And that was.
Go back and look at it.
Good thing it's not real. That looked like it hurt, and it's a sim game, you know. When that car hit the wall, I felt like my shoulder hurt, you know.
We got it up here. You got Ken Shea looking underneath the 29 of Jeff Hale. And it looks like he went to tuck back in, and just then Jeff was slowing up. And 91 hooked him. Clearly not intentional. Not what Ken was looking to do there. I'm not sure how Slim got caught up in it, though.
Yeah, I saw Slim get in the back of the 91. Okay, now I'm watching it.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I think Slim was still trying to enter the corner at normal speed. And
91
backed off after he hit.
91 got in the back of Hale.
Yeah, 91 hooked Hale.
Exactly. And then he backed off, and Slim did not expect that.
Yeah, I don't think he realized, 91 was probably trying to blow it up because he expected the 29 to shoot back up the track.
That's it.
And so Slim looks like he should be okay. That wasn't a super hard hit.
No, and he lucked out. Everybody
I do see some nose
exits
damage.
stage left and right as he sits there patiently, but he will go back with the dogs.
Yeah, it costs him tons of track position.
Oh yeah.
Not what anybody in that situation was looking for.
What
Except
the 30 of Jordan McGregor's looking
except
for.
30 of Jordan McGregor. Yeah.
This is perfect for him. Oh, and Slim Jim
He overshot.
overshot his pit stall.
He'll be in the back now.
Oh my gosh. That's how it goes, huh, Steve? I mean,
Yes. Feast or
What's it-
famine, man, I tell you.
once it goes bad, it gets real bad.
Yeah, but he still has time to get up there yet.
All right, the standings
it's a
ticker
long
is just
season,
messed up.
Do the best you can, and
Well, it's showing
What happens?
number 9 in the lead.
how about that?
No,
The
it
beer-
wasn't for
the
me
beer
there. It was
can
all
got
screwed
some
up.
points there. What we're seeing is a lot of lead changes, a lot of track position, a lot of battling with these professional sim racers.
Hey guys.
Hey,
And
Sam.
there we have the boss there.
What's
Sam
up,
Boss
Young.
man
How's it
Sam
going,
Young
buddy?
sneaking in the booth.
Well, what's going on, guys? Welcome back, season 36 there, Milty and Shawn. Great to have you back, and good to see you, Steve.
Thanks, bud.
Here too.
Thanks, Sam.
Thought I'd phone it in tonight. We got a big old crowd in my house watching it on the big screen. This is great.
Oh,
what a great show.
awesome.
Great show. So, and I'll tell you what, I just wanted to pop in real quickly and give some props to our anonymous sponsor for the Sunday night series, who started this kind of thing that's kind of rolling along now. And it involves a woman named Dana Gardner. And I don't know if you folks have heard of her, but she was one of the Concord Vegas shooting victims. And her family asked that everybody just they don't, instead of, money or whatever they wanted, they just, everybody do a good thing, a good thing for somebody in her name. And we just kind of like took that on. So we were so impressed with it. We've Doug Palmer and I talked about making this series this year in memory of Dana Gardner. And the reason for this is because we have an anonymous sponsor who donated all the money for last year's trophy and this year's trophy. And he did it in the name of Dana Gardner. So that's how this all started. And like I said, this anonymous sponsor is just, I'm not allowed to divulge. I would love to tell you who it is, but I can't. And he's sworn me to secrecy. So anyway, thanks to that anonymous sponsor. And
Absolutely.
we sure will remember Dana Gardner and try to do a good deed in her name if you can, guys.
Yes, we will.
Sounds good.
Absolutely. Now I understand the text Dog sent me this week. I'll definitely get on the forum and research some more of that too. Definitely.
Now I got to ask Steve Weber, are you okay? I know you had to go to the
Yeah.
infield care center, and
They
I heard you
swiping the
came out.
barf off him,
Yeah, I got it all over the inside of the
Might be a
car,
little
the
bit more
roof,
than
and
barf.
everywhere.
He has to worry about than more than barf, I'm sure.
It's a little Campbell soup there, no problem.
Anyway, great.
You know, when you start seeing Sky
This is
Road,
already
Sky
going too
Road,
far.
Sky Road, you know something's up.
This wasn't
Barn
Daytona
walk.
where he could have landed in the lake, or I don't know. I know someone else who landed in the river once.
You keep bringing that up. Anyway, you guys are going green. Great show, guys, and thanks for doing
Thanks.
this again this
All right,
season.
thanks,
and
Sam.
hopefully, I'll be out soon, guys. See you soon.
All
Thanks,
right,
Sammy.
see you, Sammy.
Well, it is the 9 of Ken Hansen up front. Rolling the dice. Let's go, beer can. And Jordan McGregor is no part of that. I want this lead, and I want it now.
Woo! He's slideways off
Got
turn
it.
two,
Yeah,
though.
He's not messing around. The Folgers number 30 car. It's been strong all night. The dominant car in this race.
There he goes.
And he
Ooh,
takes the lead.
Yeah, he's
Bill
wheeling
Yarbrough's
it.
starting to show some
He's putting
muscle
that thing
now.
in there.
He wants around the beer can.
Yeah,
Beer can,
Yarborough looking stout
definitely,
too.
Ken Hansen is, hurting on tires, but this is a good strategy move for him. He needs to try to get track position here and hope, he gets a caution, but that car is really loose. Look at that.
Yeah, but he better hope he's
cannot
not the
hold it
caution.
down.
Yeah.
Here comes the Wolves. Dan Irvine on the outside, Rick Johnson on the inside. Here comes Matt Watkins. Oh, that's the thing, I mean, Ken knew what he was doing.
Look at Matt pushing Rick.
Oh, and he smokes the brakes.
Gets sideways. And
wow.
sideways. Oh, and they don't wreck. Are you kidding me? Did you just see that?
Are these guys good? Are these guys good?
Everybody should have been wiped out right there. Are you thinking kidding me there? These guys' heart rate's got to be 150,000 right there, because that was a pucker moment for sure.
And he's still loose coming off 4 there as he comes off in third gear.
He's still trying to decide if his drawers are clean and the caution
is out independently of all this.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Puts Jordan back up front.
4 to go.
Now, what are they going to do? They got tires or what for last 20?
Well, Matt Watkins just smoked them, all 4 of them, trying to save his butt, and he did. And Rick Johnson damn near wrecked it too. So these guys are laying about. They're going for it now.
You'll see the source of our caution here, 02 and the 124. Dave Simons, Rick Castle getting together on corner entry, and everybody splits around the 02. Little 710 split. Oh, the 143 of Bob Dixon got in on that too.
This is why you show up for this stuff, man. And there's Doris Gately. Hi, Doris. How you doing, sweetheart?
Yeah, I know. I feel so bad. Like, it's like not the first time. Right after she shows up, we show Slim getting caught up in something. But Slim's not out. Never, ever, ever count Slim out.
His car's good, but he has got some huge track position to make up. But it's not over.
Yeah, he's still in 15th.
Left here.
Well, this is what Hansen wanted too. I mean, he's still in 5th now.
Slim's going to come in and get service again, it looks like.
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. That's exactly what his...
so he can come in with them now and get all 4 freshies and be in 5th.
Absolutely.
And he led some laps.
And we have Will Farmer up here. What's up, Phil Warmer?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Will.
What's up, Will?
Tough old race here, huh?
Tough old race is right. I had some pretty bad luck in the beginning. I got into I spent on pit road, then I got new ULL, so it basically was like qualifying dead last. And then I was working my way through the field the entire night. You guys were just talking about how Slim's in 15th. I'll tell you what, it's pretty hard to slice through this field, but if anybody could do it, it's definitely Slim.
Yeah, we got Will here on the left there in the 95 Rusty's machine, and Slim on your right there currently. And so you're currently sitting in the 9th spot, right behind Ken Shea.
Yeah, that caution was pretty good for me, I guess, just because I was in 8th and I was doing pretty good. And then we had a huge checkup in front of us. I hope you guys saw that.
Oh, we saw it.
Oh, you saw it. Okay.
There were cars slideways all over the place.
Right. Well, we had that, and then so I had to brake pretty hard for that, obviously, and that set us a little bit away from the leaders. So this was good. It brought us all back together.
Well, we re-rack them again with gonna have about 16 to go.
Okay, Steve. Let's whip out
17, I think.
that legendary monsoon book that you guys have. Gonna be what, 17 to go, 16 to go?
Yeah, we're on lap 62 right now, getting ready to go 63.
So it'll go green
what
on
does
64.
the book say here? Floor it.
Man, I think at this point you run what you brung.
Yeah,
You're
well,
up
I don't
there.
think we're going to be pitting anymore unless.
Oh, I don't see him pitting. Nope.
Track position's so dear here. I think everybody's got what they got.
Yeah, because those first ones pit, the other ones aren't going to, believe me.
Oh,
Well, you know, Bill,
believe me.
as a driver, you know Bill Yarbrough, what he's going to do. He likes to follow and hope you make a mistake. So he's not going to try anything aggressive here, I don't think. Is somebody behind him going to try to do that? They know Bill's tendencies. Bill's always finds great track position at the end of the race, but he's not. He's not a dive bomber, but he wants to win this race. Can he upset the 30? I don't think so. It's going to be very interesting to see what strategy these guys have. The 9 is in great position here. Just like Steve said,
But
got fresh tires. And
no,
P5.
he didn't get fresh tires, so he's still out there on old tires now.
Oh, no.
Nobody pitted.
Yeah, everybody's still running what they got.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to continue to go backwards.
Yeah, he is. Absolutely.
He needs this to turn into a parade of cautions, which we don't want to see. Sorry, Ken.
There's Jeff Havoc. He's out of town. Didn't get a good Wi-Fi connection. Just couldn't race. Sucks, bro, but glad you're watching.
Pace car's in.
And pace cars in. We'll go on board but muted with Slim Jim on the right so everybody can hear us. I still need to set up side chain ducking on that. We'll see what he tries to do. Cutting through this field, man, he's already making moves through turn 1.
Irvine wants to go. He wants to go. Matt Watkins down low.
It's go time.
Everybody, really good start. Jordan McGregor drives it in hard, downshifts, powers out the corner. It's what he's done all night. In the lead, he has been unstoppable. I don't know if they can catch him. Long way to go, though. 15.
Woo, Dan Irvine slideways off too there. He was wheeling that one, looking out the passenger side window.
Well, the good thing about being in the lead like he is right now, one thing you got to focus on is staying in the lead. If you get a caution, that's just money in the bank.
Yeah, they're all still on the same tires, so.
Exactly.
You see Ken Hansen just continues to fall backwards, losing touch with these leaders. But it was still the right. It was still a good
out of it, probably.
Yeah, it was still a good move because he was mired in about 15th to 20th all night long. And
obviously, my beer goggles got in the way there for sure.
Yeah, but if he can pull a top 10 out of... Oh, no, and he's in the wall. Oh, no.
Just when you said it, yeah.
Just as we said it, he's up in the wall in 3 and 4. Losing
His
a ton of
tires are
spots.
giving out, probably.
But Bill Yarbrough, the veteran, the tire saver, he's a great follower. He's coming. He knows how to make these things happen.
This track is real easy to overdrive, too.
Absolutely. It looks like you should attack it, but you need to...
He's driving it like he stole it. And Bill is smooth as glass. He always is. That's why he's always up in the top 5.
So I was talking to Will about the approach here before we went green tonight, and I said, this is the track you float on. You don't attack, you float.
Problem with the 52 and the 35 is they're both trying to find the same spot. It looks like Matt's a little bit faster, but
yeah, it's hard to pass here.
Patient.
Only you got to wait for somebody to mess up somewhere.
Exactly. They're trying different lines, but they're losing ground. Matt's like, I'm not going to wait around. We got to go.
I think that line Matt's taking
inside,
there, that's the way to do
he's
it.
Outside, trying to get around the 52. Can't make it stick. But they're losing ground, or are they? These guys are all driving at the limit.
I think the way to make the move is to
35.8, best lap 35.7, so they're on the edge.
Well, they're coming down to 10 to go here.
always going to try the inside here in 1 and 2 this
Rick
time.
Johnson is fastest lap, and he gets passed at the same time. Are you kidding me?
Well, he hasn't completed it yet. Here we go. 35 completes the slide job.
Watkins makes the pass.
Crossover.
And that was Rick Johnson's fastest lap, 35.6.
Crossover. 52 looking to the inside in turn 3. Matt has to give him the room, but again, the high side can sometimes hold that low side down.
When you talk about
stunt their
FSB
run.
Racing and wins and championships, these are the GOATs right here. You can both call these two guys the GOATs. We call Matt Watkins the GOAT, and then if Matt's not
Whoa!
there, oh, and he gets sideways and
No!
Rick gets into him. The GOATs get into each other. And the cars go around.
Caution is
And
out.
the caution is out. Were they putting a show on now, folks?
They
weren't
certainly
laying
were.
around.
They were wheeling it.
They were wheeling it. Yeah, that's what we want to see. You know, so what? They wrecked. That's what we want to see. That's FSB racing right there. Good hard racing. And, that's what you get. What a show, folks.
Yeah, Matt locked it up a little bit, and Rick got into him.
Yeah, I'd say that one's definitely Matt was out of control when the 52 got him. I wouldn't put that on Rick.
Yeah,
Nope.
absolutely, yeah. And we're definitely talking to one of the admins here, which, Steve here, so he knows.
And he's my teammate, too.
And he's my teammate, too, but...
We call it as we see it.
Yeah,
You know.
but...
You can ask my
like you
teammates.
call
I've had
it.
to bust them before, too.
Nothing we say here is official.
No, of course not. These
No,
are not
exactly.
official reviews, but
Hell no.
just
as
our
an
view,
announcer
our
and
point
as a
of
race
view.
viewer, I'd say it's pretty clear that one shouldn't. I would not consider that to have been on Rick.
Okay, so down pit road here, who's down pit road? The back markers are, the leaders are not. What a fun race for these guys. What great competition. Only a couple cars out. Great professional. I mean, if you love NASCAR, you love sim racing, you want to pretend you are a real race car driver.
Don't we all?
Don't we all?
Yeah, and you can flip
This is-
3-4 times, and you don't even get hurt.
Yeah,
3 or 4 times. Amateur.
Yeah.
Amateur. I think I hold the record. The FSB record, flipping
Yeah,
down
you don't have to
Pocono.
have a monster computer. Everything is reasonable, price-wise.
Yeah,
Get a hankering. Give it a
can't
shot.
beat the bang
man.
for the buck, I tell you.
Heck no.
Well, meanwhile, we're probably going to get this race restarted here. But the next flag will end it. I'd have to assume. See if the lights go out on the pace car this time by, and they do not. So next time by, perhaps.
Yeah, that'll be lap 7-5.
Yeah, that'll get us a restart within 5 to go, so... Next flag's going to end this. Jordan McGregor's got to like where he's at.
PG
Not a lot
race,
of...
a solid night.
There are no fresher tires within striking distance.
How about Wolf Farmer
Hanging out there
battling
in 5th
all
spot.
night? The young man is definitely... well, he was mature when he was like 16 and way more mature than I was when I was 16. But his racing maturity is definitely driven clean, not made any mistakes, and made
Well.
great decisions. And now he's in the top 5
He got into
so far.
Johnny earlier today, but yeah, he's been improving leaps and bounds as he's been here. Definitely a joy to have young Will Farmer here, and we'll welcome him to the admin core too. He's our backup admin. Just accepted that as Sammy offered, so he'll be able to back us up on nights. Yeah, he's been doing great work with the website, helping redesign it, maintain it.
I've seen
some of
that
strain off of Sam.
Ken Shea back up to 6. They're battling. Great job.
Another project Will's been working on is just archiving as many of the mods and tracks and utilities as he can find related to this sim that's, as we've noted before, it's been out for, well, this will be the 18th year. You know, if it came out in 2003, so this will be the 18th year of running NASCAR 2003. And there's a lot of stuff out there, and sites come and go. Sometimes stuff gets hard to find, so he's trying to put together an archive. So if someone says, "Hey, does anybody have this thing?" Oh yeah, there it is in the FSB archive.
Nice.
That's going to be a huge, ongoing, probably for years project. And we definitely appreciate him taking the time for all that stuff. Meanwhile, he's got to tighten up those belts, get up on that wheel, and see if he can hold on to this top 5. As he's got Ken Shea, Rick Johnson, Dave Jandry nipping at his heels. Jordan McGregor taking us back to green. FSB pace car about to duck off.
I like his chances. He's been able to drive it in there hard all night and make it stick. Great restarts from the 30. Here we go.
And next flag ends it.
Great start by him, but also great restart by the 54. He's all over him.
52, 91, side by side through turn 1 and 2. Rick Johnson with a power move under Ken Shea. Now he's looking to work on the 95 of Will Farmer, who in turn is looking to work on the 53 of T.G. Reese. Sliding up track.
The 30 of
just
Jordan McGregor just gets a great launch out of 2 and powers through turn 3. Turn 2. Down the back straight. And
Will Farmer to 4th. Rick Johnson looking.
Destroyed him. I mean, just an awesome restart all night.
I don't know if Will Farmer's done either, because it looks like he's trying to work on Dan Irvine in the 27 now.
Yeah, he may get top 3 out of this.
Bill gets a little bit on him, but
Rick Johnson's just looking for a way around that 53 of T.G. Reese. Can't get there, and the caution is out.
Oh, the caution is out. That's going to be it right there.
Yeah, as long as everybody can complete these laps under caution, it's going to be Jordan McGregor, Bill Yarborough, and Dan Irvine, your top 3. Will Farmer with a gritty top 4 finish there, picking up the 4th spot in that last restart. T.G. Reese rounds out your top 5. Rick Johnson just couldn't quite climb back through. Ends up in 6th spot there. Ken Shea also got mired in the field after his incident there with the 29. Got himself back to 7th. Dave Jandry, Rick Castle, Ryan Johnson rounding out your top 10. The 23 of Slim Jim Gately has retired from the 11th spot currently. He will fall further back. Not sure what the story is there, but I guess I'm about to find out when I find the source of this caution.
And don't forget, I come in 25th.
Yeah, but you got a 10 from the judges in the front stretch.
Yeah. For style.
Yeah,
Major style
that
points.
rivals Nadia Comaneci right there. You have to be old to remember that. Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, me too.
Then again, I am old. There were cars bouncing off each other all over the place. Not sure exactly which one brought out the caution.
Well, it's definitely go time. Just everything I saw tonight was great pro racing.
Oh yeah, it was a blast out there.
Fantastic. Cautions were just guys pushing hard and getting loose, you know.
I still have no idea what happened to Slim.
Yeah, this is a hard track too. I mean, it's not real hard to drive, but it's hard to pass, and you cannot overdrive it.
And you see them pushing the envelope. When you watch Jordan McGregor go into the corners, I mean, he was at the limit, and he was just better than everybody else all night. And he was making that car stick. You know, there was a couple cars there, probably 4 or 5 cars that, if they would have got that track position, might have been able to stay in front. Because Bill Yarbrough is definitely, you know, was just as fast, but he just, it was one thing to be just as fast, but to be a little bit faster to make the pass wasn't going to happen.
Here
I
you
got to
have
do
the source
something
of
with
your...
my colors on the monitor here. I just realized my caution lights are red.
No,
We're
it's the track.
seeing that, yeah.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, it's the track. It threw me for a loop, too. Because we didn't see the caution Tuesday night. And there you see the source of your final caution. Looks like 31 had to check up, and 99 at Pops Margison right behind him. Couldn't woe up in time, got into him. They both go around, and that'll be your race-ending caution right there. And meanwhile, Jordan McGregor, new paint.
Is the
New
winner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great
The
job,
Folgers
buddy.
Coffee Thunderbird.
Folgers, it's in your cup.
Yeah. And I went
Absolutely.
and looked at Slim to see what happened to him, and he just retired after taking the caution. He pulled over and called it a night. So I guess he's not intending to run for points this season, and since the race was effectively over, just called it a night.
Rick Johnson get a little love tap to the 30. Great win by Jordan McGregor
Yes, awesome
against
win.
all these studs here. The stud of
Will
the
Farmer give him a
studs.
tap.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us,
Absolutely.
Steve.
Thanks for joining us,
Definitely.
Webb.
You bet. And where are we next week? I haven't even looked.
You know, I don't remember.
See, I got
Yeah.
all my stuff taken down. I can't find my stuff right now.
Oh, you usually post the schedule up on the wall or something?
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
We'll
I just
be
happen to have the schedule open in my phone here. And we're at Dover next week, so
Oh,
you know
roll me
Rick
over and
Johnson's licking
over,
his
huh?
chops.
Yeah.
Gateway, Dover, Riverside, IRP, Atlanta 97, Daytona, Iowa, Darlington, Hattiesburg, New Hampshire, Homestead, and Indianapolis round out our schedule this season.
Nice.
12 races, as always. 3 12-race seasons a year here at FSB. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a professional-grade burnout.
Isn't it? He's going all the way down
Look at
the
that.
stretch. Look at that. Oh,
He's laying those things down straight as rails. You can run a freight train over those things.
well, congrats, Jordan. Good job.
Great smoke show from the 30 to put an exclamation point on that dominating win. Well, not totally dominating. He did have to come back from some adversity, but man, he did it with style and did it with strategy. Did it smooth and clean, and there he is. He's your winner. Your first victory lane of 2020 is the 30.
Later, guys.
All right, thanks, Webb.
See ya.
Well, Milty's gonna head on down and gather up our podium finishers here.
All righty then.
All righty then, indeed.
Who are our podium finishers?
It's Jordan, Bill, and Dan Irvine.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I'll be back.
Oh, no music. Oh, you see last season's points up there as Ryan will have to update them for tonight, but Matt Watkins was your defending champion. Had some struggles tonight. Ended up back in the field. No, I can't find. Oh, there's this. All right. So yeah, that caps off our first race of the season here in 2020. Started off at a little bit of a unique track, something we haven't done on a Friday before. A few more cautions than you'd like to see, but still got to see some great racing out there. That battle between 52 and the 35 was definitely some top-notch racing there. I'm sure it ended up with a little contact, but I mean, when you're going after it, when you're wheeling it, even the best sometimes get into each other. And not what they were looking for, but definitely entertaining night there. And of course, Jordan McGregor had to come back, getting caught out on strategy, getting stuck in some lap traffic. Worked his way back up there with strategy again. Puts on a clinic there. And Dan Irvine hung on for a third spot there. Will Farmer, though, started way back in the field. I think he took a provisional. Did not have a whole lot of confidence heading into the night. Didn't feel like he had a handle on it, but in the end, bounces back for top 4 finish there. Great run on a track that probably wasn't all that familiar with, probably didn't feel that comfortable on. That's the way you do it. You just, if you feel like the track's got you, you just dig in and go for it. And we got Jordan McGregor up here in the booth now as Sammy's gathering up our podium. Jordan, man, dominating run, probably when you look at the box score, but it looks like you had a bit of an up and down night. But in the end, worked out for you. Congratulations, and tell us about your run there, man.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it, Shawn. You know, it was like you said, it was an up and down night. Started out running up towards the front, and Slim and I were just kind of riding. Got off of sequence a little bit, got caught up in some slower traffic that put me back a little bit, but it ended up really being a blessing in disguise that put me on a good pit strategy to be able to get track positioned, and then everything just kind of fell into place. I knew we were fast. If we could get up front, we could stay up front, but it was just a matter of getting their track position so key there. It's hard to pass, and you know, with all the drivers that we have in this series that are so competitive, it was all about just being up there. But I got to give a shout out to a good friend of Jim Gately's. His name is Billy Mello. He's in hospice, and you know, just want him to know we're thinking of him, praying for him. Hate that all my teammates had a bad night, but you know, happy we could bring home the win.
Absolutely, yeah. Slim was telling me about Billy and his wife Crystal, brother Gene Carpenter, all hopefully watching tonight. But yeah, definitely our thoughts with the Mello family there. And unfortunately, Slim couldn't bring home the win like we had hoped there. He got caught up in some stuff and retired early. But appreciate you helping Slim out there. And Dan Irvine, your third place finisher, joins us here. Let's see. I think Bill Yarborough ducked out on us again. He's sometimes booth shy. So Dan, how was your run out there?
Better than I could ask for, because I was not liking the setup for myself. So I'll take it.
See, I found the setup to be very stable when we ran it Tuesday. Were you shifting?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, I didn't like. I thought shifting upset it too much, and probably wore the right rear out too much, and yeah, puts that fourth gear at risk. But it looks like you rallied though, and still brought it back to the third spot. Was that all on just track position and strategy, or did you
Yeah, it was all.
just
Yeah.
finally get the handle on it?
Yeah, no, and I don't think I passed more than 2 people the whole race, so just held on for what I could.
Well, sometimes it's what you got to do at a track that you don't necessarily feel comfortable on. So it's good points night. Buckle down, and you see the points have been updated. And I have them up on the screen now. Jordan is, of course, your points leader after one race, and Billy Yarbrough second there. Dan Irvine, TG Reese, Will Farmer with looks like he picked up a lap lead. So oh no, TG got a lap lead. That's why. So TG and Will tied for fourth. And Will had a great run there too. He was not feeling confident coming in too. Came in fourth. Rick Johnson, Ken Shea, Dave Jandry, and Ryan Johnson rounding out your top 10. As we have 11 more to go, so anything can happen. You guys planning to run the full 12 race schedule?
I'm gonna try to. There's a chance I might miss next week due to work, but other than that, I'll be here every week. So.
Because someone's got to give Matt Watkins a run for his money, and I think you two are definitely good candidates for that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, we'd like to, but I the way my life schedule goes, it's hard for me to commit every week,
Absolutely.
even on any night of the week. Like I always like, yeah, I'm gonna go for it, and Mondays and Fridays, and I miss days, so it's hard for me to get every night in.
Understandable. Life does definitely get in the way, but if you can get a full run
Well,
in,
the
that'd
main
be great.
thing is you guys, chose to come to FSB and race, and you race clean, classy, and you can win too. So you definitely put on a show. We tried to get Bill there. I was trying to drag him out of the porta potty, but no.
Man, that's just rude.
Yeah, but you got to do what you got to do. But great
That's
win,
a dedication.
Jordan. When you were driving it in there like you stole it, and they had no chance with you in the lead there. And Dan, great job, just being patient and fighting your way up through cautions and battles. Great finish, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I just had to just hang in there. There had nothing for anybody tonight, so which is fine. I have those nights, and I'm just glad I got to come home in third place. Jordan drove a hell of a race. He was really strong.
Yeah, he was. It was visually stunning to see him when you watch the broadcast. When
he
the
was
last
wheeling it.
quarter of the race, when he would drive in on the restarts, he was way more gonads than anybody else. I mean,
Hanging
drove
out
that
there.
thing in sideways and made it stick. It was impressive.
There was a lot of that going around tonight. So thanks for joining us. Our two of our podium finishers here, Dan Irvine and Jordan McGregor, your race winner. Thanks for putting on a show, coming on up and joining us here on the post-race show. Thanks, as always, my partner, Milt Minter Jr. Can't do this without you, buddy. Great to have you back for another year. Looking forward to working with you again all through 2020. Thanks, our series sponsor, Farmer Brothers Contract. Yep. Farmer Brothers Contracting, yep. Bill Farmer, putting up the hardware that these guys are racing for. Ryan Johnson, series admin. Sam Young, our league promoter and big boss man. And, of course, Alborn, Bubba Razor's grandson's band there, Alex Razor, giving us that intro music that you hear every week.
That's awesome.
We appreciate that. Not having to rely on some public domain stuff or getting copyright strikes from stuff that's claims it's public domain but isn't. No, we got the rights to use some real professional music, so we appreciate that. You guys should check out Alborn. I'll put the link in the video description. But thanks everybody for joining us out there in YouTube land. We'll see you next week and beyond. Happy New Year, everybody. And for FSB Racing Live, I'm Shawn Reap, saying good night.